Hey guys, what is going on? This is the account update number 2 for my strict attack account. So I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm just going to hop right in. We're going to start off by going over all the updates and changes from last week. And then I will go into my plans for the future, everything like that. So obviously, first thing you'll notice is that I did hit level 85. I've been traveling the past weekend, so I don't know exactly which day I hit level 85, but I did hit it. 589,000, almost 600,000 in GP. I did qualify. I hit 85 in time to be able to sign up for Grand Arena. So I will be posting a separate video with my Grand Arena first match. Spoilers, if anybody wants to know. It is against an auto deploy, so kind of disappointing for my first match, but still hopefully an entertaining video is enough. So let's go into my characters. Definitely some changes. So for starters, we were able to unlock Jedi Knight Revan. I had all his prerequisites leveled up and ready for when I hit 85. That was all I was waiting on. I did have a Zeta ready for him too, so I was able to give him a Zeta on his leadership. He is only gear 8 right now, so we will be getting him up in the near future. Very, very nice character. When I locked in for Grand Arena, I was not paying attention, and 5 or 6 of my characters don't have any mods on them, and unfortunately Jedi Knight Revan was one of them. The one I locked in, I did not have any mods on him, but after that I realized it, and I slapped the fastest mods I have on him because we want him as fast as possible. And at gear 8 he is 264 speed right now, so he is doing pretty well, so we'll see how much that increases as his gear tiers go up. The other thing you might have noticed is Spy is gear 12. He is my first Relic that I am working on right now. I was prepping him basically when I was at the last update. I was stuck behind a gear piece that he needed to be 85 to equip. So what I did while I was waiting is he was at gear 10, I believe. So basically I got all of his gear 10 pieces needed to take him from gear 10 to 11, and then I banked up all the pieces I needed to take him from gear 11 to 12. So when I hit 85, I think I had 1 gear piece left, and I was able to take him almost instantly to gear 12. So that's nice. I've been able to level up some characters in the time. My Geos have, I think, remained the same since I hit level 85. I was able to get Karth to 7 stars in 1 week's time. I did spend a little bit of money. I did purchase a few of the Darth Revan packs in the Journey Guide that give you character shards. They are not efficient, but here we are. I was able to get Karth all the way up to 7 stars, and Bastila is currently at 6 stars, so almost done with them, but I knocked out 2 of the I have 2 of the prerequisites for Darth Revan knocked out. Juhani, I was able to get shards for her. She is currently 5 stars. I think that was pretty much everything. I got Anakin up a little bit, I believe, with Cantina. I was able to get, I don't think in the last update my Geobird Alpha was 7 stars, but I was able to get that all the way up to 7 stars. And because I was able to do that, I was able to get Padme all the way up to 7 stars. And here I did unlock 5s as an additional character for my GAC, but I haven't really put any effort into him. Canderous, I got some of his shards out from the packs that I bought. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I am having a very hard time with credits, so I'm trying to use my credits as best as I can. So if we go into my ships, Vulture Droid, I'm still farming 54 out of 100. Ahsoka's ship I've been buying out of the store just to get it all the way up to 7 stars to help my defensive fleet in Grand Arena. Hyena Bomber's almost 5 stars. Since last week, there was another pack for Malevolence, so I was able to pick up an additional 15 shards. And I'll get into this more when I look at my plan going forward, but I am farming Anakin's ship now. So I will explain that when I get into my slides, why I am farming his ship. That pretty much is the recap for the progress last week. Moving forward, we are definitely going to get Spy to Relic. One of the issues I'm running into with him is I am stuck on, I believe it's 5E in the fleet nodes that I cannot get past it. So I can't farm like these med packs. I can't farm them. So I just have to wait for them to come out of the store in the shard shop or from territory battles like this piece. I also can't. I'm one piece off, and it's tempting to buy that, but I'm not going to. Hopefully, whenever I get Spy to Relic and I get maybe another star on my Hyena Bomber, I should be able to get past that node. It's a difficult node to get past. It's basically just all TIE fighters, and they make the Executrix capital ship just move a million miles an hour. So even if you can survive the barrages, you end up getting hit by the ultimate of the ship. So, but that will come with time. So we're working on him. The next relic, when I am done with Spy, I will probably move into Jedi Knight Revan. I don't know how fast I will move in. I do plan on focusing on getting my Geo's Watt ready, which, for those unaware, I have to get them all to at least 16,500 power. So my Geo Brute Alpha already qualifies. Spy will be relicked, but he technically already qualifies here. Geo Soldier, I think most of them you can get to the 16,500 without taking them to gear 12 by getting their like Omegas and stuff. So I'll be working on that. I think I'm going to probably have to put another gear tier on Sunfac and Poggle, but that is kind of more of the focus. But eventually, whenever that's completed, I will focus on getting Jedi Knight Revan built up. As you see, I did put the Zeta on his leadership, and I believe I'm kind of torn on my next Zeta. I'm considering Darth Vader with Merciless Massacre, because it makes him so much better. But I'm also considering Padme, giving her, I think it's this one where it makes it, yeah, so while allies have protection up, they can't be critically hit or debuffed, which is a very, very nice Zeta. So I'm not sure which one I'll pick between the two of those, but I will work on that eventually. One of the other things that I am trying to focus on is I would like to get my Phoenix team up. I want to get their levels up and get a couple Omegas on them so I can complete the Palpatine to 7 stars and get also my Thrawn to 7 stars. Like I mentioned in I think the first update, I am confident that I have all of them at the right gear levels. So everybody's gear 8 except Ezra, who is gear 9, and I think that is plenty enough for the gear tiers. I'm not going to invest any more gear into them. I just need to get their levels up and get Omegas, like I mentioned on Chopper. But it's expensive, but they will be my focus with credits moving forward. I really would like to knock out both get my Palpatine and my Thrawn just 7 stars and be done with them. That's kind of where I am at. So that, I think, recaps all the changes, and I'm going to switch over to my slideshow now to go over kind of what's next on the account and where I am with that. So we'll see you in just a second. Alright, now that we are back at the slides, as you guys know, this is the second account update that I've done on this account. Just another recap. If this is your first time seeing my videos, the plan is to build into both Revans, Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan, which once you build into both of those, you can unlock Darth Malak. And once we have Darth Malak, we are going to go right after our first GL, which is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. As of this past week, I am still placing top 200 in Squad Arena. I've actually moved up my placement. I am now able to place top 5 in Fleet Arena, which is really, really nice. So, for those unaware, when you place top 200 in Squad Arena, you get 75 crystals, and placing top 5 in Fleet Arena gets you 300 crystals. Right now, I am doing 3 refreshes of each energy type minus Cantina. So that cost me 450 crystals a day. I make 375 for my arena placements, so I am losing about 75 crystals per day, which is okay. I am fine with that exchange. Right now, the regular energy nodes that I'm farming are the exact same as last week, so Hyena Bomber, Vulture Droid, Bastila Fallen, and Juhani. For Cantina, as you saw, I am trying to get Geo Spy. My plan is to take Geo Spy to Relic 5, so I am farming the necessary signal data. Truthfully, it's not too much of a drain on the resources, but obviously still got to farm it at some point. In fleets, I am farming Anakin's ship and Grief Karga. Anakin's ship might seem kind of weird, but let me touch on that in just a second. And then for mods, I am back to farming speed mods. Why Anakin's ship, you might ask? Well, for starters, Anakin's ship is so incredibly strong. It's a very, very good ship. It is a key part of the negotiator fleet. If you want a good negotiator fleet, you're going to have this ship built up. And for my account purposes, Ahsoka, Houndstooth, and Anakin's ship, pairing them up will make a really good starting fleet for defense in Grand Arena. Also, because because ships are not double drops, he is a single shard farm. He takes a long time to farm, so the better start now than later. One of the next things coming up on my account is I am going to need to figure out my next Zeta, or my next couple Zetas. Obviously the highest, or the one that I would think that would be the best consideration, or most under consideration, would be Vader's Merciless Massacre. Padme's, I believe it's her unique, is a great Zeta because it allows the team to not be critically hit or debuffed while they have protection up. Revan's Hero Zeta is okay. I mean, it's a good Zeta. Getting immunity to stun and ability block is amazing. And on Yoda's battle meditation, being able to pass foresight to the whole team is very strong as well. But I think right now, I don't really have a solid counter to Geos. So if I were to go up against a Geo team, I do not have a counter to them. And I think getting Vader's Merciless Massacre is probably going to be my next Zeta. I think that's kind of set in stone, but I'm leaving the discussion open if there's something that I'm missing, if there is a better Zeta that I just blanked on. But I think Merciless Massacre is probably my next Zeta. And that brings us to the next hard node. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You're still farming Bastila Fallen, you're still farming Juhani, and while that is true, we also want to be looking forward, because both of them are going to not be that far away from finishing, and we need to figure out what the next hard nodes we're going to farm once we finish this. We don't want any lull periods that just wasted time. So I feel like I look at it like two options. I can start picking up the hard nodes that are for requirements for SWGOH, and Sith Trooper, Hux, First Order, Stormtrooper, or I think it's a TIE Pilot, First Order TIE Pilot, or I can kind of set another foundation, build another team in Bounty Hunters, and going after Bossk and Jango Fett. I already have Boba Fett, and I am building up Grief Karga. I think going with Bossk and Jango is probably the smarter of the two options, just to stabilize one more team. Bounty Hunters is a solid team. So I think that's probably where I'm leaning, but I'm not opposed to considering going after Sith Trooper or Hux. I think those are the two options in the SWGOH farm. But I think that's kind of up for discussion. I'd love to know your your opinion. If you think that maybe I'm missing something with the SWKR build, Sith Trooper and Hux are two great characters. But I just feel like Bounty Hunters, while I'm not extremely excited about starting another team, I do think Bosk and Django just are going to make a good solid foundation for a Bounty Hunter team. Throw Grief Karga in there and Boba. That's a solid 4 characters. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. So I'm leaning towards Bounty Hunters, but I'm open to discussion. I think that is going to wrap up the update. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.